Hello, Drew. Good to see you. Well, metaphorically so, right?
Spiritually.
No Brent this week. It's just Ange and I. So easy peasy, although we miss him. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get this show on the road. Let's do it. Let's go. This is the launch episode 48 for December 30th, 2025. Streaming from the beautiful Pacific Northwest and the mighty American West Coast, we greet you all a good morning, good evening, or whenever your timeline may fall. Time-appropriate greetings, indeed, to one and all. This is The Launch, and my name is Chris.
And I'm Angela.
Hello, Angers.
Hello.
Got a big show today, so let's warm everybody up with a few deets. Just want you to know that we'd love it if you gave us a call before, during, or after the show. That phone number is 774-462-5667. What other podcast do you get to call? 774-462-5667. There might be a couple of them, but you get to talk to us. We are live, too. That's always a lot of fun. We got a mumble room, a chat room, all of that, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, and 7:30 p.m. UTC at jblive.tv and your podcasting 2.0 app of choice, or sometimes on the tubes. And, of course, we come out Wednesday mornings, so you can download it on demand and enjoy the show whenever the crap you want. Links to what we talk about today will be at weeklylaunch.rocks. And we do have a Matrix chat room, which you'll find linked over there, too. That's the Launch HQ. It goes all week long, and it's also going during our show, too. Hello to our Mumble, and hello to our live stream and Matrix chatters. Thank you for being on board with us today. Well, Andrews, it's almost that time of year. Are you cooking up your New Year's plans?
Mm-hmm.
You are?
Definitely. Also, it sounded like you were working on your auctioneer abilities.
You like that? Yeah.
Or the fine print at the end of a verbal commercial,
or my Micro Machines commercial voice, if they ever bring Micro Machines back.
That's funny. Okay, well, so we finished Christmas and the holidays are, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. But I have something to share with you.
Okay.
And you have to trust me.
All right.
You have to lean forward.
Okay.
And close your eyes.
All right.
No, lean forward toward me, off mic.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, close your eyes.
All right,
Hold
eyes
on.
are closed.
All right.
Okay. I'm off mic.
Now smell.
Oh. What is that?
It's the smell of Christmas.
Oh. Yeah, it is. Wait, can I see that?
Yeah.
I got to bring that in here.
Right?
Huh.
Okay, so I'm allergic.
It's like some cooking in there, some tree in there. Is it a tree?
And soap and tree. Yeah, pine-ish. Okay, so I was shopping the 50% off.
Smell.
Yeah, Christmas sale. I'm just going to leave the lid off.
Yeah.
For the live stream. Am I on the camera? Yeah, here we go.
There you go, live stream.
Anyway, I'm allergic to candles, so I can't light it. But I smelled this and I was like, oh my gosh.
Only if they burn, so you're okay if they don't burn?
Well, so far, certain scents do give me a migraine, but this one does not.
It's nice.
But if I burn it, something about burning, and then the soy, right? Soy has nickel. And so, it's just not good to breathe. But anyway, it is a balsam fir candle, village candle.
That's pretty cool. I like the color, too.
Yeah, and so I carry it with me everywhere ever since I bought it.
Really?
And the kids come up and they sniff it, too, because they are all sensory seeking.
It's so funny.
It is so funny. There's a bunch of different
It's not
things.
a small candle.
No.
It's a jug candle. It's not a light candle either.
Yeah, I think it's a 12 ounce or something, but or maybe a little bit more. But they have it in bigger sizes and like incense and air fresheners and all kinds of things, right? Balsam fir.
All right.
And it's just so good. Anyway.
New smell unlocked.
Yeah, new smell. Anyway, all right. So, but I wanted to talk about New Year's plans.
Mm-hmm.
So
some years I don't have any plans. Like some years I don't plan anything. Some years we do.
Right?
It's weird. So why? So this year I guess it's a year you make plans.
Oh no, I've been making plans. I've had plans for the last 5 years. So first of all, I don't like to stay up. I don't like.
Right.
I don't prefer to stay up for the changeover, and it's not getting any better with age. So, but the kids, and it's less like the kids stay up to midnight. It's no big deal now, right? So, but they also love New Year's because I started including them in my plans 3 years ago. So 5 years ago, though, 2020. well, I guess it was it was 5 years ago. I was watching this woman on the internet who had found her 2020 New Year's resolutions. And she read them out loud in her bathroom while drinking wine.
Oh boy.
And so it was like, I can't remember what all of them were, but one of them was like, earn more money.
Sure.
But she got, let go
She got
because
laid
of
off.
COVID.
Right.
Lose weight. And then she just went.
She gained some
and
chins.
Highlighted her chins. Yeah. Be more social.
Yeah,
right.
that's a little hard during the lockdown.
Travel more. Right.
That's great.
Spend more time with her grandma.
Uh-oh.
Her grandma died.
Uh-oh.
And she had this infectious laugh as she's, going through all the resolutions that she had that she couldn't do because life, for everyone just, trampled
The
it.
universe laughs at our plans.
Yeah. So starting that year at the end of 2020, she began hosting a New Year's countdown, right? And the cool thing about it, so for the first 2 years, I did it by myself, right? I just watched it by myself.
So it's online and in person? Or no, just online?
It's not in person.
Okay.
No, it's in her, wherever she's living.
Okay.
Because she has made it. That was her 15 minutes to fame, and she has made it. She is, a celebrity now. But her name is Robin Schall, ROBYNSCHALL. And she's East Coast, which is perfect because it starts at 8 p.m. our time.
That's great for you.
And the midnight is 9 o'clock, right? So it's perfect. So the last couple of years, specifically the girls, like Dylan bowed out last year, but we watched the comedy special. She does like a call-in game, and we won.
No way.
Yeah,
That's
we
great.
won.
That's so great.
Yeah, so we all, me, Abby, and Bella, we all had our phones out and we were calling, and we'd get through, and then they'd, send their phone to me. And so I made it through the first 2 rounds. And then on the third round, I think it was the third round, Abby Googled
The answer?
the answer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good girl.
And so I was able to get it. Anyway, what I got was just a planner, like a notebook, where she had gotten a giant sticker to put on the top of it with her on it, So cool though. Like it was a really fun time. So that's one of the things that we do for New Year's. That is our tradition. In addition, a couple of years, or for the last couple of years, I've gotten those confetti cannons. Link in the show notes.
These things are no joke.
No, they're big.
Yeah.
And the confetti's everywhere. And I'll tell you, like, some people really hate glitter. Some people hate sand, right? Kinetic sand, like sensory stuff for kids. Stuff that gets everywhere. That's hard to clean up. I love finding pieces of confetti in the great room throughout the year.
It's like a reminder of a good time.
Finding confetti. And I love it. It makes me smile every time.
Oh, that's great. That's really good.
2 years ago when we started the confetti cannons, Dylan could not get his to go off.
Oh.
And he was so frustrated. But I got video of it, and it was super fun. So
it comes in a 6-pack though, so is there not enough? I mean,
Oh, well, the ones that I have done, I haven't ordered it from Amazon until this year.
So it's got a 16-foot range.
I get them from Walmart usually, but I didn't this year. And then I get big balloons with the year and have that up at the back sliding glass door, which is above the kitchen table. And we look at that for at least 2 or 3 months after the new year.
Helps remember to write 2026 on things.
Yes. And the thing I like about this balloon package is that it has a giant champagne glass and champagne bottle.
That's great.
And I'm actually thinking about getting a helium tank from Walmart so that they float, right?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Do they? Oh, right, because they don't come pre-filled, obviously, because you're getting them from Amazon.
Yeah, no. So anyway.
Helium would be a lot of fun.
Also, I keep thinking of resolutions.
Oh, yeah?
But I think maybe when we come back next week, we should do, what resolutions did you set, and which ones have you stopped doing already?
What if I told you I don't do resolutions, I do themes?
Themes?
Yearly themes.
Mm-hmm. I've heard people say not resolutions, but goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so describe a theme.
Like a theme, a year of being more frugal. A theme of being more frugal for a year. So not like I'm going to
Oh.
save X dollars, but
Right.
a theme of
Interesting.
frugality or something.
Oh, okay. So you run your decisions through this filter,
Yeah.
this theme filter.
Yeah. Does that match up with my theme?
Right.
Yeah. So it's kind of goals, but it gives me room to not have like a specific KPI I have to hit and then be really hard on myself when I don't meet my KPI, you know, that
Oh
kind
my
of
gosh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm going to have a spreadsheet.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious out there in listener land if you are like me and you've kind of, I don't not celebrate. Like I'll turn on the old boob tube and watch some fireworks or something like that.
Oh, we also do, we each get our own bottle of sparkling cider.
That's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, yeah, and maybe I'll have maybe a nice dinner, you know. But years ago, I would go out
Binge drinking?
Well, no, not for a while. No, like Hidi and I years ago would go out and camp, and then we'd stay up and it's like light a fire at midnight.
Nice.
And we'd sit around a fire and kind of talk about our themes or goals for the next year. But even that's kind of faded because, again, I'm old and tired. Just like, 9:30, 10 o'clock, I'm ready to go to bed.
I don't know if I'll be able to stay up. We'll
So
see.
I'm curious out there in listener land if you're like me or if you're putting together a big party and going to celebrate, and tell us how it goes, too. Boost in, great way to start 2026, don't you think? Okay, so I'm surprised I'm going to actually go down this line of thinking because I consider myself a bit of an AI rationalist. I recognize there's useful functions, and I also am pretty aware of the limitations of LLM, and so I don't really subscribe to like all of the hype, but I also don't subscribe to all of the doomerism or the people that just write it off. So I find it kind of atypical of me to be going down this route, but having explored this over the last week, this is the conclusion I've kind of come to. And I don't mean to alarm anybody, and I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I just think this might be a natural direction things go. And it started after I read an article over on Business Insider. Yeah, Business Insider, by Lightspeed Ventures partner Michael Menegoul. And he started Anchor and a few other things back in the day, kind of in the early days of the creator era, in the influencer era, if you will. And he was talking in this interview about how he believes AI-generated video is marking the end of the creator as we know it. And I thought that's hyperbolic.
Mm-hmm.
That's, you know,
Fear-mongering?
Video killed the radio star kind of thing. So I was compelled to prove him wrong. And in trying to do so, I think I've ended up agreeing with him.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And
that sucks.
I'm going to make my case today. And I've brought some receipts. So this conversation has been triggered by many things, but OpenAI's Sora 2 can generate very believable AI videos. And there's some really interesting ones going around. Like some of my favorite this holiday season have been Home Alone behind the scenes, where it looks like you're watching behind the scenes of Home Alone 1, even though it's completely AI generated. But it's fun.
Weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't even get the point.
Oh, well, I don't know what AI generated I've seen, right? 'Cause
Well,
that's
that's
part of
true.
the problem.
That
but
could be.
I haven't, Gosh,
Yeah.
I hate having to question everything.
I know.
Just kidding. That's who I am.
You're already doing that.
I'm in my comfort zone.
So this guy, he makes a case, and we're gonna just explore it as a steel man, that the influencer era, especially on the tiny video platforms like TikTok and Reels, these are really what are going to be impacted by this. Because AI is going to slash the cost of paid influencers for large brands. And imagine in a world where this will happen slowly and then suddenly, because we're already seeing it experimented with on the edges, on the fringe, with some shockingly good results. I was really surprised. But as a brand, you can now create, like a brand could be a tech company, it could be Nike, whatever. You can now create what is considered an AI character. And this AI character is a persistent person with a persistent voice and appearance that you can put into multiple different types of videos with just a prompt. And if you think about the companies out there, a Cloud Guru did this, Tailscale does this. A lot of companies do this where they pay someone to run a YouTube channel and be their brand.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And what inevitably happens with these, because I've been in this position, so this is how I know, what inevitably happens is if you get success, say, this happened to me. We're part of a company, and the shows we produce on behalf of the company to get brand recognition become successful. What happens is then you, me in this case, become the face of the brand. And the company is very uncomfortable with that. They don't want one particular influencer being the face of their brand, because if they say something stupid on X, especially, in certain times,
right,
it can harm and damage the brand. So they're going to have the option now to AI generate the perfect spokesperson for them.
Full control.
That can generate content on the fly.
Yeah.
And imagine a world where computers are a little bit faster and we're burning even more energy, and the system knows what you like. Right? It knows, for example, when I experiment with these, it knows I like Linux.
Mm-hmm.
It knows I've been looking into EVs. So guess what it starts doing? When you go on Sora, the app, Sora, there is a TikTok-like video feed. You can just sit there and doom scroll. 100% every single video is AI generated. And you wouldn't know necessarily from all of them. And guess what it starts showing me? Linux videos, EV videos. And you could take that to a logical conclusion when systems are powerful enough where 3 videos down the line, it could be generating that video for me. And by the time I get to it, it's completely...
Oh, my gosh.
No human was involved.
Instant creation.
Knowing all of my interests.
Wow.
YouTube would be great at this.
I mean, are we going to get more intelligent then?
No. I don't think this is a good thing. I don't think
No, I know you're not. But, it's going to feed what you're interested in.
Yeah,
so then
that could
you can
be.
become that mastermind.
Assuming it was giving you good information, right? Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, actually, real quick, there's a prompt that was going around, an AI prompt, to have, it's not limited to women, but it was for me.
Okay.
Wearing a sparkly suit with a candy cane over my shoulder, right? So I copied the prompt, changed the eye color and the hair style and color.
Yeah.
And uploaded a picture that I thought was at the right angle,
to kind of match it. Yeah.
Didn't show my chins and whatever. And what happened is AI knows that I have gained weight.
And so it added them back for you.
And so
here, let me fix this.
This is the image I got. Oh my God, your face.
That's a little unfair.
So
it's a little unfair. It won't show up. No, it's a little unfair. Oh, it does show up.
Yeah, I am not that big. I definitely know I'm not that big, but I thought it was interesting. Well, but then it also got other things accurate, but so crazy.
Yes. Things that can get right and things that can get wrong is very.
And then I told it, take off 50 pounds, and it couldn't.
Well, so sorry. I think that kind of thing is going to get better too. They'll get more accurate, right? They'll get more they'll get better at scanning your whole body, because right now they can get your face, right? But we don't really have the technology to scan your whole body. But you could see an iPhone with an ultra wide lens that you hold right here can take a picture of your whole body. So I want to go to this fellow who found Anchor, and this is kind of his thoughts on how this is going to impact the quote unquote creator economy, which is actually a big part of revenue on the internet these days.
The end of social media, and it was all about this new form of media.
He's talking about a
which
book
I had called recommendation media, and it was really just kind of the TikTok algorithm, and how the TikTok algorithm was sort of the next phase of media. The follower graph was going away, and now the platforms were going to get to decide what somebody saw. Far more efficient way of content distribution. I think Sora is kind of the next phase. It's kind of, I hate to say it, it's almost like the end of the creator. If you play this out and think about where this goes, platforms want to amass a huge catalog of content, and then they want to program each piece of content such that when you're in the platform and you're swiping, your attention is captured for as long as possible. And that's why the TikTok algorithm is so powerful. But it still requires that human beings make the content, and there's a cost to that. And so I think where we're inevitably headed is, now when you're swiping TikTok or Reels or Sora, we're eventually going to end up in a place where most of that content is generated on the fly, specifically to target you and to capture your attention as long as possible. And unfortunately, the individual creator just becomes far, far, far less valuable in that dynamic. And so to me, that is the biggest impact of Sora. It marks the end of the creator, unfortunately.
And as a brand as a business, this thing is way safer than some rando, becoming the face of your business just because they have popular videos. So of course they're going to do this. And the other thing they're going to be able to do is not only will they be able to have specific, whole cloth created AIs, but they will be able to license popular influencers' likeness. Like they can. Jake Paul has licensed his likeness, or I don't know, one of the Pauls, I don't know which one, has licensed it to OpenAI. So if you want to go in Sora, you can make a Jake Paul video.
Oh.
You can put Jake Paul in your video.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know why you would, but you can.
Yeah.
So I did the right thing, Ange.
Yes.
And I created a character for myself.
Okay.
So I just took a quick selfie thing. You look from side to side and you read 3 numbers.
Oh.
And that's it. Yeah. So it could be better if they sampled better
Any
voice.
numbers?
No, it gives you the number prompts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
But so this is an AI-generated video of me. I'll play for you, and I'll play for the audience so they can hear it. And I'll link to these in the show notes, listeners, if you'd like to watch them by chance.
So it is somehow brought to you by AlmostFreshEggs.com. They send you eggs that were almost fresh. Would have been great a week ago, but they're still hanging in there. Use code, I don't know, code whatever, nothing happens, but they know I told you. Anyway, thank you.
So there's an ad read for me. Now, it looks like me, right?
It does.
It does.
Ish.
It doesn't...
For the most part,
Yeah.
yes. The voice doesn't match.
No. And here's another read where the voice is kind of off, but I think the likeness is there, and again, the voice is not quite.
Part of the show is brought to you by High Performance Cigarettes. They're built for people who actually like smoking. Hand-packed from whole leaf, no sprayed flavoring, and they burn slow and even so you can focus on the conversation instead of chasing the cherry.
It made you really angry.
It did, didn't it?
Like your eyebrows are just pissed.
I look really pissed in that one. Okay, this one's a little better because I can add my own characters, and so I added my dog Levi to a dog food commercial read.
Quick break. This episode's brought to you by Leftovers Dog Food. You know those nights when the fridge has odds and ends you don't know what to do with? They do. They slow cook the good stuff and turn it into hearty, healthy kibble. Packed with real protein, no weird chemicals, and it smells like Sunday.
They even put like logos on there, little music in the background, shots of Levi eating the dog food.
Yeah, he looks a lot older in that.
Well, he's getting up there, but it's pretty good though. There's a shot of Levi talking into the microphone wearing headphones, and he's got a little bib on, and the bib has the Leftovers dog food brand on it. That's a nice attention to detail.
Yeah.
And you could be forgiven, especially if you don't really know about these things, for thinking this is real. Now, like you pointed out, the voice isn't great, but if given enough sample data, the voice can be pretty good. Here's an example of that.
Well, bless your hearts. Let's just get right back into it. We were talking about Fedora 43, and I gotta tell you, the kernel updates this time around, they are smooth. They are slick. I've been running the tests on my home rig, nothing fancy, just reliable hardware, folks. Reliable. And the performance metrics are showing us exactly what we already knew. Stability wins the day. I see too many of y'all out there chasing the shiny new toy, the ephemeral shell that promises the moon, but you need a foundation. You need that rock-solid base that Linux gives you. And when you look at the way the desktop environments are handling Wayland now, well, we're finally getting to a place where we can tell those closed source folks, we don't need you anymore. We got freedom and performance. Thank you very much. That's what this community is built on, folks. Freedom and darn good engineering. Don't let nobody tell you different. Now, speaking of getting the right information, I got something important to tell you. If you are serious, and I mean serious, about staying ahead of the curve in open source, you got to know what's coming down the pipe. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about the brand new, freshly launched Linux Action News. That's right. Every week they are synthesizing all the critical developments.
AI-generated Linux Action News. So that voice, not perfect, but closer.
It's not. So it almost sounds like you have a cold.
Yeah.
There was some digitization.
Yep. It's better if you don't listen with headphones.
You don't breathe into the microphone
I know.
like that.
That drives me crazy.
I hate that.
It drives me crazy that it does that.
And that's the real heart of the matter right there. You've got these developers, bless their hearts, are working day and night on Plasma 6.
Day and night.
Yeah.
Now,
No,
there's
it
weird...
definitely got some of your mannerisms
Yeah.
for sure. Like if you weren't sure if it was you, those would be like, okay, this probably is Chris.
Yeah. I, of course... It got to also put myself into a rap video, which Hadia sent to the kids. So there was that.
4K, no cap. I talk the prompt that paints the map. From a snow-capped bridge to a cyberpunk lane. In seconds it's rendered like magic in the brain. In the booth, lights low, but the screens glow. Tap Sora on my phone, let the visions flow. Cinematic.
I think that one has the most likeness.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. Like visually?
Yeah. Don't you think it looks the most like me?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, but obviously.
Vertical 4K.
Because sometimes, the voice is no good, but sometimes my hair.
I really liked the holding the phone out with you in the background,
Yeah,
just smiling, yeah.
So what's funny about this is, it got my side profile really well, even though I never quite captured that.
That's funny.
I just thought that was interesting. I mean, so some of it, you could see in another, even just a year, this is going to be in a lot better shape. And
indistinguishable.
We could have a virtual version of me that's just posting to social media.
Right.
Like we ingest feeds from Linux and it does a quick story. I also created a video of me hitting a deer from inside the cab of my car. And also created a video of me recording a podcast in the studio that was flooded. And then an angry version of me doing a value for value pitch, which I think is kind of funny. I'll play that one. But again, it gets me angry because if you tell it to be like realistic and casual, it kind of goes angry for some reason. So I don't know what that's about. But here, this is the last one we'll play. And again, I'll have these linked in the show notes if you're curious about them. But I don't know how you start. I should start it over because it starts immediately and it loops, which always drives me crazy. I don't like all the looping. All right, here we go. This is the value for value AI pitch.
To hop in as a member. That's literally how it keeps happening. The traditional ad money, kind of gone. All right, quick reminder. This show runs on the value for value model. No ads, no pre-rolls, nothing like that. If you're getting something out of it, send a boost or hop in as a member. That's literally how it keeps happening. The traditional ad money, kind of gone. All right, quick.
So he's a little pissed off that the ad money's gone.
Yeah.
He's a little upset about it, which I can understand. So is real Chris. But, AI Chris, a little grumpier, I guess. And so having gone through this and then sharing them with Hadia and her trying the Sora feed, it struck me that these AI generated videos are colliding with what I think could be another trend in podcasting and in video in general. And that is, I think there is a little bit of video fatigue out there. The Guardian had a piece by Fiona Sturge. She put it into words. I think people have been thinking about this for a while, and she actually did a good job of saying, these videos are kind of painful to hear. They rushed into creating video, and it makes for what she says is a dreadful listen. And I've felt this way for a minute. COVID hit, everybody got a webcam and a microphone and figured out how to use Zoom. And so when they started a podcast, they just started it with, and why not? Since they have a video camera and a microphone, why not?
No upgrade needed.
Yeah, just use it. And what happens is some podcasts that weren't video became video. And we've kind of been experimenting with it in this show today. Is there's more visual stuff we've talked about today as sort of a point. Like it gets to a point where God, I can't see this, guys, I can't see this. And it gets annoying after a while. And so I think this has become an epidemic amongst podcasts, and they're creating really poor TV shows and really poor radio shows at the same time. So the listening experience is downgraded because the audio gets treated as secondary. People are referring to things on screen or jokes, or even sometimes it's just like looks. This happens a lot, is like an inside joke of something that happened in the studio, but if you didn't see it on screen, you have no idea what happened. And then the ads now are also typically more video focused. So when they switch to an ad, it's like, I can't see what you're talking about. And then people like me who care a lot about audio quality and would like things to be tight and produced well, what you're getting is just an output of the live stream. Roman Mars put it really well, I think. He said, I think it's just so much cooler and more interesting to try to be the best audio show rather than the shittiest television show. You don't have unless you're a millionaire, you don't have the budget to do a great video production. And so I think video took off. And people they didn't ask themselves if they should. They just asked themselves if they could. And I say that because I had to go through this lesson. We started video streaming at JB back in the day because we could. So we did it. Because
2009.
It was technically possible. It was like, okay, we'll have a video stream. And we did the hell out of that for years. But the reality was 90% of the audience was still listening to the podcast version and not watching the video. So around 2016, we started transitioning some of the shows to audio only. I hadn't really pinned it down, so I went back and looked at the back catalog and looked at LUP. And what we did is we started transitioning for a while. And by 2017, 2018, pretty much everything was multi-track audio. And we did that to create the best listening experience possible, so that way when people are remote and there's latency or over talking and things like that, we could clean that up. And then we can individually adjust and filter people's tracks so that way it sounds best to their voice. And Drew does a fantastic job with that. And so I think the video podcast world is due for a bit of a rethink and ask maybe of themselves if they should. And I think the stronger contenders will survive and reprioritize for their listener base. But I suspect some won't. And so between the fatigue of video and AI slop videos filling up the tiny platforms, I think we're going to see a lot of fade in this area. I think the audience in the end will win because strong, creative, original content creators will continue to persist, and some of them will remain on video. I think podcasts, probably will survive a little bit better because there isn't an algorithm driving video-generated content. There's lots of AI-generated podcasts, way too many. But there aren't algorithms and platforms that have business incentives to shove them in front of you, right? It is in Meta and TikTok and Instagram and X's best interest if they could just generate the content for you. You know what the worst thing about running a platform is? Users. That's the worst thing about running a platform. It's the worst thing about running a network. It's the worst thing about running a server. It's the worst thing about running a website. It's end users. If you could run a website with fewer people that are uploading content and you could just create it directly, you don't have to pay out anybody, you don't have to worry about the bandwidth, the complexity, you just generate the content yourself directly, you become essentially a original content creator like a Netflix is. I mean, if you could get AI content that these idiots are watching that they love so much, they'll watch it and watch it and watch it. It's already happening. There are AI creators out there, AI bots that have, unbelievably, agents that are scoring deals for them. It's crazy what's happening right now.
Wow.
But I think in podcasts, because there isn't one central control, one central voice, one central narrative or editor, while there is going to be a mass of these things, I think podcasts will actually survive a little bit better, especially those that are focused on audio. Just because I suspect the audio audience that is looking for great content will seek those out. That's my guess. I don't think it's going to be like a doomsday for the video content creator world, but I think it will be an economic hit for those content creators who make money by striking brand deals with companies, and then they go whore out the products on their Insta or whatever with barely disclosing it. Instead, now, the companies, they're just going to generate a character to do it, and if their character isn't successful at first, they'll go license a successful character's likeness from somebody. You know what's going to happen is these content creators are going to create bulk deals with groups like OpenAI and Meta, just like what the Paul did, and then you'll just as a company you'll just sign a service contract with OpenAI, and then you'll just get access to all these characters that OpenAI is licensed, and you'll just pay a monthly fee as a marketing department, and you'll have somebody on your team that goes in and prompts up your character to go create some slop to put on the internet to promote your brand. And that money is going to be taken away from original humans that are creating it now. For the better. I mean, this is a horrible aspect of the internet that I hate, and it should have been killed anyways, so I'm not pouring one out for these guys. But I do think it will be a big shift, and I'm not particularly looking forward to just watching a bunch of AI content. And I think people listening are thinking to themselves, I'm not going to watch that. I'm not going to. You will. If it's compelling and interesting, you'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm grateful when there's a glitch and I could be like, oh,
yeah,
it's not real.
I know, right? I caught you. I caught you. Yeah, I agree with you on that. And so far, we're there. Still.
There should be a disclaimer. Generated content.
Yeah, the Sora generator does watermark it, but the professional one...
Is it croppable, though?
No, because it kind of moves it around during the video.
Oh, good.
But there are pay tools that do not watermark.
I'm sure.
Yeah. And and those are even better than Sora at this point. So it's a coming. It's a coming. And I don't know. I just don't see how some creators don't get impacted. And also, again, how this doesn't have an impact on the advertising economy as well. But we shall see, because, we don't know. We don't know. But what we do know is it's time for a track.
Now's the time. It's the song of the week. Remember, you can boost the track. They sure like that.
That's right. If you boost during this track, 95% of your sats go to our artists. And we are featuring the Retrograde once again. I think it's their second time on the show. It's a second single, so it's their second time on the show and the second single they've released. How about that? This one is titled Closer to Somewhere, and it's off their debut album, That's the Spirit, which is under Cannabis Records. This song is about the struggles that we all sometimes feel in our life, so it felt like an appropriate New Year's type song. The feeling of sometimes being down on your luck, trying your hardest, but just getting closer to nowhere. And so this is Closer to Somewhere.
Down on your luck like you was before. Bills piling up on your front door. I believe it's true that it starts with you. Lord, won't you tell me what to do? Yeah, close to nothing, next to leaving, not believing. Won't you check it out? Closer to somewhere. Don't you want me? Don't you need me? I can feel it. We can work it out. Closer to somewhere. Waiting around for your lucky break. Picking apart the things you say. I don't like the sound. Won't you come around? Lord, won't you tell me that it's true? Yeah, close to nothing, next to leaving, not believing. Won't you check it out? Closer to somewhere. Don't you want me? Don't you need me? I can feel it. We can work it out. Closer to close to nothing, next to leaving, not believing. Won't you check it out? Closer to somewhere. Don't you want me? Don't you need me? I can feel it. We can work it out. Closer to somewhere.
Well, I'm just going to make a quick call to my launch. I haven't checked in since yesterday. 774-462-5667. That's it. All right. 774-462-5667. Call now.
Well, we do have some voicemails to play this week. In fact, I just realized I didn't do a poll right before the show started. So if you called about an hour before the show, I may have missed your voicemail, but I'll play it next week. And we do have a nice batch, so I think we're okay. We got 9 voicemails this week, and we start with a very zen, very calm Magnolia Mayhem.
Hi there. This is Magnolia Meditations. I would like to call in regarding migraines.
Ah.
I know several people have already suggested their solutions to this terrible problem, but my grandmother used to tell me when she had migraines, she would smoke cigarettes.
Oh, gosh.
And it helped me as well.
Huh?
Just thought I would leave that information with you. Thank you.
I mean, if you're in a lot of pain, maybe it's worth a drag.
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Even for a migraine?
Nope, not going to happen.
Even for a migraine?
No. Would a patch work? Maybe that. I don't want to smoke.
What about a
Gross.
nicotine vape?
No.
I mean, I'm just saying for a migraine? Huh.
No.
I think I would.
That almost sounded like AI.
No, that's what he sounds like when he's calm, I think. I think so. I'm not sure, though. You might be right.
But I am a week away from this dreaded migraine.
Will it be on a Tuesday? Are you gonna have a migraine on a Tuesday?
Well,
you got it down to the minute over there?
Yeah, I mean, basically.
I don't trust you. That's how we ended up with a third. I don't trust
next
you.
week. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Mhm.
All right. Kevin from Raleigh calls in. Go ahead, Kevin. Go ahead. Don't be shy.
Hey, lunch folks. Chris, Angela,
Hello.
Kevin from Raleigh.
Hello.
I remember to say my name at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Regarding the plus signs in emails, I have the worst horror story for you.
Uh-oh.
My wife's first name is hyphenated. Many systems don't like that, including our insurance company. And I work for a large company. I hoped my HR team, etc., would push on the insurance company.
Right.
But no. So we fight with them.
Oh.
Her name will never be right because they decided they're not going to put a hyphen in the first name. We know it's possible. We work in technology. It's what they allow in the form, a la the plus sign. So it could be a lot worse. Yes. And related to that, I use Google Voice for everything.
Nice.
And occasionally you try and fill in a form and it won't let you use Google Voice because it sees it as a voice number and it wants a, quote, real phone number.
Yep.
That's a lot less annoying than somebody's name being wrong. And the way my wife responded was, no, I'm not changing my damn name because they are too lazy to change their software. I'm with her. Have a great week.
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, I mean, it's also pretty common people have hyphens in their last name.
Yeah.
It's not too unusual for Christopher to get cut off, to just Christoph, and the ER gets dropped off.
Yep.
And then the other thing, I guess I've been on the other side of this. I have to admit, when I worked at a bank, 700-800 plus users, almost every day there was one or two last name changes because the ladies, especially the young tellers, were constantly getting married and divorced.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, there was like a gal twice in 1 year.
Oh my gosh.
I had to change her name. And so by the end, and I started getting kind of cantankerous, I just started changing their display name, but made them keep logging in. Because it is an absurd amount of work back in the day to change a username. So just changing the display name is one thing, but then you still would have to log in with, anyways. So I kind of see both sides, but the hyphen thing's kind of ridiculous at this point.
Yeah.
Also, add a few more characters so we can get that ER in there. All right, so Magnolia Mayhem's back, and I think he's got a proposition for us.
Oh.
As I was saying, so circa 1995, U.S. Aircraft Scholar asked, my mom had a thing that she had to go do. I forget exactly what it was. I was like 6 years old, but my mom leaves me with my dad. Now, he had just gotten back from Blockbuster, and he had a giant satchel full of VHS tapes.
Nice.
And he's like, well, you want to watch a movie? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so he digs through it and pulls out this tape and sticks it in the VCR, and Die Hard starts playing. Doesn't even get started good. 5 minutes later, my mom comes back. She forgot something. And the first words out of her mouth are, my son is not watching that movie.
Oh, my gosh.
So fast forward a good 30-some-odd years. I still haven't seen Die Hard. So my proposition is this. What if I, as a complete neophyte to this, watched it for the first time and waited? Now, obviously, this isn't going to end the argument. And I feel like it might actually be a useful perspective as somebody who's never seen this movie before watches it, and then I call back or boost in or something and offer my immediate visceral response.
Okay.
Not going to solve the problem, but maybe it's an unaltered, whatever the word is,
unfiltered
something opinion. Anyway, yep, that's the thing. So distracted.
Oh, we got distracted. Now, before we go, he did call us back and tell us why he got distracted. But Aaron called in.
Aaron!
And he also has thoughts on if Die Hard's a Christmas movie. So let's play that voicemail real quick, and then we'll come back to Mayhem.
Okay.
Hey, this is Aaron in San Antonio, Texas. I'm calling to give my 2 cents about whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not. Now, if it's up to me, I say it is a Christmas movie, and solely for the reason that whenever Christmas time comes around, it's on all of the different streaming and everything, all the different Christmas playlists. Yeah.
It's being positioned.
My wife raises a good point.
Uh-oh.
If Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then you have to also say that Harry Potter is a Christmas movie. I don't know how I feel about that, but, you know, I think she's probably right. You know, happy wife, happy life. Am I right? Anyway, love you guys. Keep up the good work.
I don't know, Aaron.
I'm guessing she was sitting next to you.
Yeah.
When you...
I don't know if I agree with the Harry Potter thing, but so to settle this, the wife and I watched Die Hard over the holiday break and noted a couple of things that I think squarely put it in the Christmas movie camp. Number one, they use holiday Christmas music throughout the beginning of the movie.
Okay,
sort of like Christmas-themed music.
Mayhem is listening.
Yeah?
We don't know if he's watched it yet. Like, are you sure you want to?
Well, we can take his take. We can take it. I want his take still.
Okay.
And number two, it takes place on Christmas Eve. There's Christmas trees everywhere. There's Christmas music. They're having a Christmas party.
Party.
Right?
Okay.
So it's a Christmas, and she agreed. She agreed. See, she was coming from Bruce Willis says it's not, but it so is a Christmas movie. It's ridiculous. It's a total Christmas movie. So, but I don't. Maybe Mayhem could weigh in, and also, you know, I'd love to hear other people's thoughts of Harry Potter. Harry Potter. I don't know about that. All right, back to Mayhem. He did get distracted, and he let us know why.
Okay, so I guess I should explain what happened. So I was like, oh, I need to take lunch, so I pulled off to like this side road off in the middle of the woods, and I'm like, oh, by the way, I'm on lunch. I might as well call the lunch. And I look over. There's just a dude in overalls walking out the woods, just middle of nowhere, miles from the nearest house. Just walks out the woods, says hi, knocks on the window. Hey, how you going? Hey, nice day. Okay.
Hey. Well, at least he was dressed.
Yeah.
That was my first thought. He probably recognized you. You know, you call into the launch, you become famous.
Mm-hmm.
Probably knew you were Magnolia Mayhem.
And Mayhem is here today, so he survived this interaction.
Good. Now get to watching Die Hard. All right, Monty from Philly called.
Hey, this is Monty from Philly. If Home Alone is a Christmas movie, then Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie.
That's where I was thinking.
The only reason Kevin McAllister is home alone is because his family happened to go on a vacation
Traveling
over
for
Christmas.
holidays.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then events transpired. The only reason John McClane runs into the events he does is because he is traveling to visit his family over Christmas.
Oh!
Ouch.
He is attending the
There it
office
is.
Christmas party.
That's true.
Kevin McAllister also uses Christmas ornaments
Yep.
as a way to fend off the bad guys.
Yep.
John
Ooh,
McClane
spoiler alert.
also uses some Christmas wrapping materials
Yep.
Okay.
to fend off his bad guys.
Uh-huh.
I'll say it again. If Home Alone is a Christmas movie,
Yep.
Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I think that's solid.
Yeah.
That's
Where's your ding?
nicely done. Nicely done. I'm going to give it a round of applause, too. That's a pretty hard lock right there. Thank you, Monty. Delama's back. I might be saying that wrong because, you know, me and the names, real bad. But he's back, and I love it.
Hey, it's Dalma, Southern Michigan. Last time I called, it sounded like I said Dom, but it's Dalma. It was like 5 degrees outside. So I just guessing that my mouth was probably frozen shut.
No, it's me.
Anyways, Mark, I hope you really didn't leave all that venison on the side of the road. You know, that's good jerky right there. So bring it on down here, and we could go ahead and dry it out and have a good old time. Hit me up. I'm on Nostr Matrix. You'll find me.
Love it.
Another caller had called about vitamin D and not getting sick. One of the things I've found interesting is that in the Eastern Orthodox Church during the Nativity Fast, about November and December, there's a lot of fish days. When we fast, we typically don't eat any fish at all. But fish is actually a really good source of vitamin D. So it's been something I've been wondering about lately is just like sort of like the wisdom of adding more fish into your diet during these shorter days. Well, hope you all are doing well and wish you all a Merry Christmas and looking forward to the next episode.
Thank you.
Peace.
All right, so the launch connections.
Isn't that nice? Connected. All right, Ian from New Hampshire called in. Take it away, Ian.
Hey, launch crew. It's Ian from New Hampshire. For the cats
stuff,
Uh-huh.
definitely check out Feely Way. It's cat pheromone. It's like
have
a
it.
plug-in diffuser,
Yep.
and it makes the cats like super calm. Any kind of stressful situation, definitely use that because it will help them kind of chill out with each other. And also look up like Jackson Galaxy's videos on how to introduce cats.
Mm.
It includes things like, feeding them behind on opposite sides of like a closed door
Mhm.
so that they can get used to each other's smell and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Swap the rooms that they're in so that, they have a chance to kind of get used to each other's smells in like a non-hostile environment without the other one there.
Mhm.
Let them watch each other from distances. Yeah, definitely, keep up the good work. And for Die Hard,
Mhm.
there's a pretty interesting article that says Die Hard is actually a Hanukkah movie.
Oh.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
If you think about it, there's a lot of parallels. John McClane, Chad Maccabee, it's the same initials. The villains are German.
Yaman.
The stereotypes write themselves. And also, Maccabee takes the Roman weapons in the story of Hanukkah. John McClane takes the German assault rifles, and he has a machine gun. And there's a lot of David and Goliath story. Have a good one.
Makes you wonder if there's a little inspiration there in the story.
That was a curveball I did not
Yeah,
see
I like it.
coming.
I love
Yeah. Okay. So I do have that pheromone. I do have an update. Abby is done. Is over.
Having a kitty
having
live in her
a
room all the
litter
time?
box
Yeah.
in her bedroom.
Mhm.
And I, to be honest, I am sick of managing which cat is in, which cat,
Oh, yeah, for
and
sure.
letting Toes out of there. So I can feed them a cat gurt, and they can be literally
Next to each
6
other.
inches apart.
Yeah.
I can, between
Swap
the two
it.
of them.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, like just back and forth, and they're fine. Once one of them steps away, that's when, like, out of sight, that's when the attack happens. And Toes got some good chunks of fur out of Gypsy, which is funny because Gypsy is the one that I'm worried about killing Toes.
Right.
But he's big. Like,
Toes has gotten big.
yeah.
Time is on Toes' side.
Yes. So I don't know. I was going to use this break to just let whatever happen. But I just chicken out every time.
You know, you don't want him to get too hurt.
I don't. I only have one carrier. So
There's that.
one of them will have to bleed out at home while I take the other one to the vet. I don't know. I don't know. I just wish that it could be over with and I could get the litter box out of Abby's room.
Mm-hmm.
Toes is so fun. I don't want to have to rehome him. So I am trying to do everything I can and increase their time around each other. They are definitely... I haven't thought about putting Gypsy in Abby's room. So that switching rooms thing is interesting.
That is.
Because basically neither Rocky or Gypsy have been in Abby's room, since... Well, I did catch Rocky eating in there a couple weeks ago.
Sneaking in, getting a snack.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, swapping rooms. Yeah, I'm surprised. It's been a while. I thought by now.
Yeah. Well, we got him in August.
Yeah. You'd think by now the two cats would work this out.
Yeah.
But it's
and I
blood feud.
I want to let Toes outside, but I'm worried that Gypsy will chase him up a tree and we'll never know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real. All right, our last voicemail, and it's from Tech Geek in Orlando.
Hey guys, this is Tech Geek from Orlando. Hope you guys had a good Christmas. Just was listening to episode 46, and want to back up adversaries, whatever his name is.
What?
The vitamin D. I'm sure he provided some pretty good resources there. As far as link, I think in his voicemail he said he sent the link, but I just want to back him up. I've been taking vitamin D for a while and vitamin C for years now, and I rarely get a cold. Matter of fact, the last time I got sick that was close to like a cold was when I had COVID back in 2023. That's the last time I actually had any kind of cold-like symptoms, and before that, it had been years since I even had a cold. So
That's nice.
Yep.
You have young kids.
Vitamin D, even maybe adding some vitamin C to that. All right. A happy New Year to you guys.
Thank you.
I hope you have a good one, and I'm looking forward to 2026. More episodes, please.
Thank you, sir.
Wait, like more frequency?
Oh, yeah. I do feel like the kids are getting sick a little bit less.
They definitely are. In fact, I don't
Sometimes
think
they
any of
linger
them-
for a while. But
Yeah, well, Dylan claims he's sick all the time.
Yeah, but it is nice because when they were in, younger years, it was a lot. Thank you, everybody who called in. We have the number in the show notes. If you would like to give us a ring and don't remember it, you can just go look it up right there. And we love it when you give us a call.
Chris found a gem.
Nope, not that one.
Oops.
Kill that. Cut that. Cut that. What do we want to do? I think it's time for boosts.
Yep.
Should we do some boosts?
Sure.
All right. Now it's time for the boosts. Thank you, everybody who sends a boost into the show and supports us. We love to read your messages. And, of course, these boosts go directly to myself, to Ange, editor Drew, and a little bit goes to the creator of the podcast app. So it's always very much appreciated. And our baller booster this week is producer Jeff. He came in with 22,222 sats.
He's looking up for old McDuck.
And PJ just sends us a bunch of rockets. Which is funny because when I pulled this report, my Firefox is not properly rendering emojis. So I thought Jeff sent no message. And then I open it up down here and I see the rockets.
I see.
It's a nice little surprise. Thank you, PJ, and happy holidays to you.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you. Our next boost comes in from Jasco, and he sent 4,000 sats.
Make it so.
And Jasco writes, hey, Chris, Ange, and Brent. Brent had joined us just last week. Regarding the episode 46 pre-show and the Ford hybrid pivot, I have to push back a bit on your criticism of hybrid cars. My mom has a Prius and hasn't had any issues. Oh, yeah, the Prius. Yeah, Of course. Right. Yeah. No, I agree that Toyota really knows what they're doing. Unlike other ICE cars we've had in the past, it just sips gas. I haven't done much maintenance on it personally besides swapping fluids, but still very much able to be done without needing to take it to the dealership. Oh, that's good. Like you have to do with a lot of EVs. CVTs are a lot gentler on the engine. Not a big CVT fan. And makes them less problematic. It depends on the OEM, right? Like the Mazda and Nissan experiments with CVTs were kind of disasters. Again, see, Toyota, what you have to respect about Toyota is they sort of take a real nice incremental approach for a lot of these types of things. And they don't always necessarily take big risks. Sometimes they do, but not. So they tend to be very pragmatic in their car design, and I think that reflects in their reliability.
Mm-hmm.
And, for example, Jasco, to your point, the Tesla Model Y was the best-selling car of 2025 until the RAV4 came out. And then the RAV4 for 2026, RAV4, just took off like a rocket. It's very popular. Bite Bitten's here with 2,412 Sataronis.
Coming in hot with the boost.
I might have ordered myself the Einthor Max as a Christmas gift to myself.
What is that?
But I'll have to wait till mid-January for batch 2. Should we look it up? I think it's
you don't know what it is? I thought.
I think I do. It's because I was just looking.
Is it an action figure?
No, it's like, okay.
Is it a piece of technology?
It's a piece of technology, I believe.
Good.
Like I could be wrong on this. So I don't know what I'm talking about necessarily because I'm just guessing. But I think he is talking about these handheld, almost like it looks like a modern Nintendo 3DS with a flip-up screen. It's got a Snapdragon CPU in there, and it's got a 3.92-inch AMOLED screen.
And it's a current thing, right? It's not a retro?
Right.
Okay.
And in fact, it's only in pre-order state right now.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's brand new. It's very fresh.
So does it even have games?
I'm guessing, although again, I'm not quite sure. I'm guessing you could probably emulate just about everything.
Got it.
Huh. Yeah, it does come with a native. It looks cool. It actually looks really
you'll have
cool.
to call or boost in
Tell us about
an
it.
update.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I want to know more. Doma's here with 2,040 sats.
Oh, the voicemail.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that's how you spell it.
I believe so. Since Brent had to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, what say y'all? Freedom units or Celsius? Not just for temp, but in general. I don't mind it for measurements. I think it's weird. That's weird. And I think logically it makes sense that 0 is freezing in Celsius because for us 32 is freezing in Fahrenheit, and that's odd.
Weird.
But when I say it's 70 degrees outside, that just makes to me a lot more sense than say 20 degrees Celsius. For some reason, when you're talking about all the other temperatures and their relativeness to comfort, 90 degrees feels like 9. It's just this weird thing. With Fahrenheit, I can't wrap my head around minimizing those numbers. So I don't like it for temperature, but I like it for everything else, Celsius and metric. And I know for in some cases, here's my take on it. I would convert myself personally just to have a standard across the world.
right? If we were, standardizing, but I'm pretty well, like, I'm learning Spanish.
Yeah.
I don't need to learn this right now, like, I'm good.
Yeah,
In
I
fact,
understand.
does Duolingo have a module for these conversions? Because
yeah. Just run it
that would
through.
be great.
That's good. Good question. Thanks for the boost and the call. Odyssey Westra is back with 10,200 sats. Well, this is a back in time boost. During our Thanksgiving holiday, we ended up qualifying for 2 turkeys at our local Winco. Sad part is I didn't realize this till I got back with the item. We initially forgot. Oh, so I had to turn back, grab another frozen turkey. It's still sitting in the freezer to this day. We'll probably cook it for New Year's or Christmas. Anyways, have a happy holidays. I'm about a month behind on my podcast, and I'm still catching up.
Before you read the next one.
I do like a time travel boost.
I ended up with a turkey yesterday.
What is going on with all the
it's
extra
not
turkeys this
frozen.
year? Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh,
so I got to get it
cooked.
I think I'm going to make my first turkey.
Nice.
I've never made a turkey myself.
Well,
you always did
You should look up the Alton Brown. I mean, it works.
I don't have a bucket. I should have asked you for a bucket.
Yeah. I don't think there's one here.
No, I know. I should have asked you
Yeah. Well,
last night to bring one.
a cooler? Do you have like a?
I do, but I don't like the idea of using that cooler for anything else afterwards.
I know. We sacrificed a cooler just for turkeys, and now it's like, what do you
Right.
do with this cooler all year?
Yeah, I guess
You have a cooler
I
sitting
think
around
I
all
have 2 coolers. Maybe I have one that's vertical. Like for
I mean,
drinks.
if you keep it well chilled, the bacteria shouldn't really grow up.
That's true.
And then you could really soap
That's
it out.
True.
and-
Yeah. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Or I will just raw dog it.
It's funny how many people. Yeah, you don't necessarily
Or
have
raw
to.
turkey
You
it.
don't have to necessarily brine it. It's funny how many people are getting extra turkeys this year. I've
Yeah.
heard that a lot.
Yeah.
What's going on with that? Hey, there's Magnolia Mayhem. He's coming in with a boost. It's a row of ducks.
Whoa. There was still a second thing from
Oh,
that
you're
last
right.
one.
Sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted
Whoop,
to
whoop,
talk
whoop.
about the turkey before it became irrelevant.
I'll fix that.
So Odyssey Westra.
He says, yeah, I have to be careful during the holiday season as well. My little sister is a heart patient, and we have to be vigilant. Unlike last year, she was down for the count for nearly a month, and I think she's also caught pneumonia in the process. So, yeah, I understand your vigilance when it comes to making sure you're not getting sick as much as possible, especially with the norovirus.
Yes.
Anyway, I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. This is back in time. Thanks. So I'm still catching up. Well, thank you for the time travel boost. I got back to the, beware of Nora or whatever it was. I got glanced by Nora, but I think my preparation helped a lot. I was kind of down for a day, not feeling great, sort of sleepy, and they're like, oh, my stomach's rumbling a lot. But compared to what Hadia had,
Yeah.
I basically was not sick at all.
Right.
So that was nice.
Well, and it's particularly scary for her because
Yes.
of diabetes.
Yeah,
so.
it gets to a point where she needs to be able to ingest things to bring her blood sugar up.
But she can't 'cause she'll throw it up. And
Yep.
I just can't even imagine.
All right, now Magnolia Mayhem's are the road dicks. So he called in and he got cut off. He says, you have to admit, I just called and implied I was going to kill off this character because I was tired of it. I mumbled, what the hell? And then I never called back. Wouldn't it be funny if I deleted Element off my phone and never listened to JB again? It would have been a pretty epic way to kill off a character.
Oh man, yeah, we would have already been like, "Where's Mayhem today?"
Yeah, we'd have to deploy a search party.
Right.
That'd cost a ton of sats. We shouldn't be spending our money that
Yeah.
way. Yeah, Mayhem. No, we can't do that.
Nope.
Cannot. All right. Just pump the brakes, okay?
Just pump the brakes right there.
JNV's here with 6,666 sats. Ooh.
This is a tasty burger.
I wonder what that means. Here's from Brisbane in old Australia. I love the podcast, especially Angela's always beautiful and light on the show. Please keep going. I've been following you since last was being hosted by Brian Lunduke, and, well, of course, it could only have been getting better since then. Yeah, we were pretty rough, especially me. When I went back to listen to when we transitioned to multi-track audio, I'm like, oh, shut up. Oh, God, I hate listening to old me. It is rough. Thank you. And thank you for listening for so damn long. That is really awesome.
Yeah, that is so long ago.
Southern Fried Sassafras is here with a row of ducks.
Thank you kindly.
2,222 sats. Call back to the Apple episode. I don't remember if Angela got the watch or not, but I finally upgraded from my iPhone 11 to my iPhone 17. And wow, is it nice to have my battery life back again.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, the display is noticeably better. Happy New Year's Eve.
Yes, I did get a new watch. And I was able to turn off that smart battery charging.
Good.
So, yeah.
Does what you want now.
Yes. Oh, gosh. I was just like delaying getting in the shower to try to play games with getting it to let me force
Right.
the full charge.
Playing battery games.
Yeah.
Last night, my wife Adia upgraded from her iPhone 11 to an iPhone 17.
Oh, yeah?
We spent the evening, moving her phone over.
Wow.
She made it a long time on that 11 because that 11 was a hand-me-down from me. So
what do I have? Oops.
You maybe the 15?
I had what Abby had.
16E?
That she dropped on at.
I cannot remember now. It's probably the 15.
It's a. I don't know.
It's not quite brand new, but it's still pretty new, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why don't I know?
You can go. I think if you go into settings and then about. If you go to settings in general, about it might tell you.
Oh.
But we had some problems with hers. It got hung. First, it wanted to upgrade the OS. So the two OSs were like compatible, I guess, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the upgrade hung. And we could not get past the screen. So we had to go through this secondary route. We rebooted the phone and essentially set it up as like a brand new phone and told it not to transfer anything and had to go all these shenanigans and still had to log into her account and do all this crap just so that way we could then get to the settings, upgrade the OS, and then reset the settings again and then transfer from her phone.
Gosh.
So it took like double the time it should have.
Oh, okay. So 13 Pro.
Oh, 13. Okay, yeah.
And Watch 11.
Yeah.
I had not imported pictures for like, I don't know, 9 or 10 months. And I went to do it and Chris will laugh because I don't use the cloud.
Right.
And I don't like sending it over Wi-Fi. So I plug it in.
Mm-hmm.
I plug my phone into my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I plug it in using the USB-C to Lightning, iPhoto cannot, or Photos.
Really?
It cannot detect it.
No way.
I'm sitting there. I'm like, why is this not detecting? And I was
That's
starting
the
to
default
get panicked.
cable it ships with.
I know, and I was like, how? And then something occurred to me that I've had this problem before, and I had to switch to a normal USB 2.0 or whatever.
Like a USB-A flat plug?
Is it A?
Yeah, that's what the flat plugs are.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wow.
The one where you have to flip it.
Yeah, you get it wrong almost every time. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a thing, and I was able to import pictures, but not before it crapped out and imported, but didn't delete. So now it thinks. So now I don't know. Oh man, it's stupid. It was like 7,000 pictures.
They're gonna force you to do cloud syncing.
I know.
They're
I
gonna
don't
force
want it. I don't want it.
I know you don't.
Nope.
And it does make sense too. Like if you're doing it over the wire, it should be fast.
Yeah.
It should be private.
Secure.
Mm-hmm.
All the things.
It should
be. I couldn't even. Oh, and so what I did, I could access my phone through Finder. So I did a backup because I hadn't done a backup forever.
Good.
But it took forever because there are 7,000 photos on there.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah, those backups are really the best way to back up the phone too. Is still doing it over the wired connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, we did and I hate that they do it this way, is they're like, would you like to save time and transfer from your previous phone? And you're like, that makes a lot of sense. So you do that. Well, yes, it transfers a lot of settings and it transfers your background and it transfers your layout of your apps. And that's really nice. Doesn't transfer the apps themselves and a lot of the app data. So you still have to download all your apps and sign into a bunch of them.
How? I've never had to do that.
It transfers like a link to the app, but then it actually downloads the latest version of the app from the App Store when you transfer iPhones. It doesn't transfer the actual app itself. Now, if you do it with the cord, the wire.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It
I was going to
does.
say, I'm like, I've never had this problem. You're
does.
describing something that doesn't happen to me.
Not with the wired
see.
wired transfer, it actually transfers everything.
Yeah.
But not with the wire. They call it a phone transfer to phone transfer, but it's like the bones, and then it has so her phone's downloading crap all night long because on these new phones too. There's Apple Intelligence it has to download. There's just all your photos.
She didn't restore from backup.
Well, she transferred. We thought if you transfer from phone to phone, it takes 30 minutes. It's copying stuff. We thought that would be enough.
Yeah, the transfer took 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Everything else was an overnight job.
Pretty much. So yeah, there you go. And happy New Year's Eve to you, Southern Fried Sassafras. And I'm glad you got that new phone. It is the difference is crazy between the 11 and the 17 because even her settings menu is like bip, 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 bip. It's like glitch, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't know how you've been living
Clunky.
with. Yeah, I don't know how she does it. And of course, now that she sees the two, it's like obvious, but before she didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
All right, our next boost and our last boost to rent us out comes from Turd Ferguson.
Turd Ferguson.
18,888 sats. That's not bad at all.
Coming in hot with the boost.
Happy New Year's to you both. According to my podcast player, you've released 26 hours of the launch this year.
I love stats.
So you've earned another boost. Thank you. Thank you, Turd. Wow, 26 hours.
Of the launch.
If you listen.
Not including 1 through 9?
I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, because you can't count
What do you have access to?
You cannot count 1 through 9 turds. So yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody who supported this episode with the boost. We had 6 of you stream sats as you listened, and you collectively stacked 11,338 sats. When you combine that with those of you who sent a message, the show stacked a grand total of 82,210 sats. So if you'd like to support the show, you can do it with a boost. Fountain FM is making it easier and easier every single release. There's also an entire open ecosystem with Albie Hub and lots of podcast apps at newpodcastapps.com. You also get transcripts, chapters, live streams. You get releases within 90 seconds of us publishing an episode, and a bunch of other really great standards that are all open source part of the podcast in 2.0 spec at newpodcastapps.com. You can also become a member over at jupiterparty.com. And you can support us directly that way. And we really do appreciate it. The show has no sponsor, so it is what keeps us going.
Chris found a gem, an easy flip. Let's cash it in. It's barely standing, kind of scary, but potential's extraordinary. Just trust me, it's a winner. Just trust me, it's a winner.
All right, you asked, and I'm delivering. You said you wanted a place in Washington.
Yeah.
So I have dug it up for you, Ange. It's,
right.
It's in Washington, so it's a little more expensive, $780,000.
I just clicked on it.
Does have 3 beds, 4 baths. It's about 1,500 square feet. It was built in 1945. It sits on 0.83 acres. Yes, even for almost $800,000, you don't even get a full acre. And it is definitely one of a kind. So all aboard for the train residence with beach access. It is 2 train cabooses which are connected together. They flow into a 1945 Pullman car, blending nostalgic charm with contemporary living. The kitchen, the dining, and the living spaces are separated across the cars, complete with 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, a guest bath, and potential for a private suite. The Pullman dazzles with its curved ceilings, original racks, glowing lights, and a wet bar once serving passengers. You can enjoy gas cooking, an air fry range, updated heating and cooling, a detached garage and outbuilding, a gated and fenced grounds, and of course an easement to the Pacific Ocean. But the most important part, it's a frickin' train.
This is incredible.
It's cute.
I do want it.
I know, it's actually really adorable. They've taken like the caboose and a passenger car and combined them.
Wow.
It's so fun. And the interior is actually very classy and
modern. And I was awed. I was in awe. So I don't know if I heard the whole description that you just did. But there's skylights.
Yes, a lot of natural light.
Bright. And I love the gated in, the fence.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice fence. I love the green. I love everything about this.
And you have walkable access to the Pacific Ocean.
How far away is it?
It is in Ocean City, so it's on the coast. So it's a bit of a drive from here because you have to go down like past Olympia to get there and whatnot. But
and it's not 2 separate living spaces.
no, they've conjoined them with like a tunnel, like a
yeah. But so there's not 2 kitchens.
No.
Mm.
That would be cool too, though. They do have an outhouse. Maybe you can convert that. 2 garage spaces. And it's classic. It's built in 1945.
Crazy.
Right? Isn't that something?
I love it.
All right. So, and that's here in Washington. Now, if you're looking for something a little more budge friendly, not in Washington, but this one just has potential written all over it. It's a project house in which you can expand on. And to help you visualize it, all of the images that actually make it look like a house are AI generated. It's in need of finishing. But it has what you could call perhaps a modern design for $199,900, almost $200,000.
No.
It's tucked away on a serene 2-acre wooded lot,
Wait.
3 beds, 4 baths, technically.
This first picture is not what it is.
Not the house. Nope, just what it could be. It's AI generated.
Are you putting it?
Yeah, I'm going to
This is not okay.
So they are selling this property with totally fake images because what it really is a pile of shipping containers.
I was
with
wondering
a
what
shed.
you're going to... A pile of shipping containers.
It is, right? It's just...
It is.
They've stacked some
There's
shipping.
some structure.
I think it's a
There's
shed.
a
I think they put
structure.
it around a shed.
That's insane.
Yeah.
They're like, this is what we wanted to make it.
And it's like the AI version is this beautiful home with nice dark wood touches and a wood frame and a nice roof and a chimney. And what it actually is a pile of rusted storage containers.
That's crazy. That is so crazy.
I have never seen a rug pull like this before.
It is.
And nowhere in the listing does it disclaim that these are AI generated. I went and looked it up.
That's horrible.
I went and looked up this listing to try to figure it out. And yeah, because I couldn't tell what I was putting together here. So, I mean, it depends on your perspective. Is it a pile of shipping containers or is it 3 beds, 4 baths, 3,500 square feet? Because if you believe, it can be. They say, what I love too, the heavy lifting has already begun. Electricity and a private well are in place.
That's it. Literally, they lifted the shipping containers.
They lifted a couple onto a stack and they dug a well and they did dig septic. That is big.
Oh my gosh.
But that's all the work that's been done. And now they say you take the reins and finish the job to your taste. A rare opportunity for those that are ready to create something truly special. Your contemporary container home. Your dream starts here.
This is so stupid. It is not worth $200,000.
That's the crazy. I mean, the land, maybe.
Yes. 2 acres? Nah.
I mean, yeah. What's funny is that they can even list it as a 3-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,500 square feet.
Or that they could, yeah. There's nothing.
I'm guessing maybe they got plans approved for a place that big, so you could maybe,
a permit, yeah.
you could build up to that.
Yeah.
Depending on how you stack the containers and where you cut the holes.
No.
Wow. Yeah, really something.
Yeah.
Somebody's dream.
I noticed that the link that I put in Slack isn't on here, the Airbnb.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Do you want to? We'll do it next week because
sure.
the final is no, I won't say anything more.
Okay.
Yeah,
right, but tease for next week.
Yes.
All right, very
tease
good.
For next week.
Yeah, I got when I saw that container home, I'm like, is this a second home on this property?
Right,
that they can figure out?
So there's the garbage in the backyard.
Yeah.
It's that. That's it.
That's the place. That's the place. What a world. What a world where, it's just to help you visualize it. We're not trying to rug pull you. We're just trying to help you visualize it. I don't know what your problem is. All right. That's it for us this week. You can find a link to that, the AI videos of me selling high-performance cigarettes and dog food, and more in the show notes, including Angie's party favors. Those are over at weeklylaunch.rocks, and this was episode 48. Join us live next Tuesday for a special live edition of the show, or catch us in your podcast app Wednesday mornings. From a beautiful Pacific Northwest and the mighty American West Coast, thanks for listening. See you next week.